Hello, one and all. Welcome to the Fantasy Nook podcast, a podcast where we talk about books and also books. And I am Ari. I am Ari.
I am Chelsea,
This
and is the fantasy nook.
dun dun dun.
So today we are finally gonna talk about the Romantasy book list that we have, or just Romantasy in general. We've been talking about it for weeks and weeks, alluding to it, and now we are gonna go through the whole thing.
Boom shakalaka. Be prepared.
Basically, Los Angeles, no book events, but they have a one convention here in February called Romantasy. So we decided to buy tickets. We bought the cheapest one, and there was like a 1-day ticket left. So we can't go 2 days. We're gonna go 1 day.
One day.
Don't know if we'll actually, out of all the books we're reading, we don't know if we're actually going to be able to meet all of them, all the authors.
Right.
Because some might be on Friday, some might be on Saturday. So I made a list.
Chelsea made a list. Chelsea
I
made
made a list. It's not all the authors, but it's the majority of them.
Yeah.
And Ari is slowly getting through it. I'm already halfway through.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we are making our way through this list. It's a lot of books.
It's a lot.
It makes
We
me
got
tired thinking about it.
what?
It makes me tired just thinking about
Just
it.
thinking about it, it's crazy. But we were just calculating in the last one. We've got 6 months left. So Chelsea, I think, will make it through. I don't know how much I will read, but I'm gonna try my best.
Can we set a goal for you that you make it through half of the list?
Oh yeah, that's totally doable.
Oh yeah.
I could do that. Yeah.
Don't get distracted.
I'm gonna try my best not to.
Get distracted a lot.
I do. Yeah. So we're gonna go through the authors today. Not all of them, but just if it's on the list that Chelsea's made, and if we're like, ooh, this looks interesting. I mean, so we're just gonna dabble and see. If you want to also, if you're in LA and you're wanting to go, you can go to fabledfantasyevents.com. That's where we're looking for this, and then you can get tickets. And they got fun things. They do have a ball situation, right?
Yeah, that's on Thursday. We don't have a ticket to that.
No, it's expensive, but one day.
It's only our ticket was like $60. I am because that expensive one was like 300. So
Yeah.
and then we also have to like buy the books. And yeah, we haven't talked about which ones we're gonna buy physically yet. Also,
Right.
there are gonna be like pre-order situations.
Oh,
They have special books just for the con.
like, okay. Like things that are in a series or from like an author, like
No, so like some of the authors will have an event only version of the book that we can get signed by them. It's basically a Romantasy special edition.
okay. Wait. Ooh. Okay.
Because I've was been looking. Ugh, I can't speak. Did you hear that? was look.
Yeah.
Um, I was looking at. So they have another event in Orlando before the Los Angeles one.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that the other day. I was looking at the pre-orders, and they got some cute little choices.
Okay.
So we shall see. But
Well,
so far, everything I've ordered physically is already signed.
oh,
So
well,
I'm gonna have to just buy another copy and decide which copy I want to keep later.
yeah,
Yeah.
do that, I would say. And like once it gets closer, we can go through and figure out which ones are our top
Mhm.
authors that we want to meet, and maybe you won't even want to get another one signed.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll
they're on Saturday.
as we go through this list right now, I'll tell you which ones so far that I want signed.
Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay.
All
So,
right.
okay. So I've not read this, but you've read it, The Witch Collector by, oh my gosh, Charissa Weeks. I feel like I said that so wrong. You
Yeah,
read that, right?
I did after
Okay. Moving on. I've not read
that.
Um, what does this say? See, some of it's cut off. Okay. Invoking the Blood by Callista Neath. I don't know if I said that right. Is that on our list? Not on our list? Trial of the Sun Queen is, however, on our list. That is on our list. That one you read.
I read the first two.
Read the first two.
I have the third one. Fourth one's not out yet, but it will be out before we go to Romantasy Con.
And is this one you would want to get signed? Big yes.
Big yes.
Okay, let's categorize big yes. Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, Guild I read and I DNF'd the series halfway through.
I
Guild Raven Kennedy.
those.
You haven't read those yet.
I read the first book in her other series, the rom-com series. Remember when I was talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
Signs of Stupidity. And based off of just the first book, I wouldn't want to get in that line because I know that line's gonna be long.
Yeah.
I end up reading more and I like them. Maybe I'll get into the line. I might still decide not to if you don't want to, because you
Okay.
that one either. You should read that first one. It's only like 200 pages, that first book.
Okay, and so wait, does she have a second one out for that?
Oh, there's like four.
Oh,
It's
okay.
complete. Yeah, it's completed.
Okay, so maybe I should it's contemporary or it's like
No, it's fantasy. It's actually a why choose.
ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot, honestly. Because I liked the first few books of the Guild series, and then I just felt like, just not for me. But I'm gonna give it a try. I love a rom-com.
That
Okay. We love, let's see what else we got. Spark. Oh, what? Yeah.
was Raven Kennedy for the author.
Sorry. That was
I don't think we said the author's name.
I don't think so. Raven Kennedy. What a name, by the way. That's a great name.
Really cool name.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. It's cut off, but I think it's Spark of the Everflame,
Yes.
which we were just talking about by Penn Cole.
Yes. So I read the first two. I have the third one. It's 28 hours. So I know that line will be long.
Mm.
If you don't end up liking it, based off of the first two right now, unless the third one's like amazing, based off the first two right now, if you end up not liking it, I will not get in that line.
Okay. So it's like a meh?
It's a meh. It's a meh.
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 Meh. Okay. Wasn't crazy about it, but like could potentially.
Good potential. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I've had no spoilers, so
Okay.
it depends.
Interesting. Okay, we'll see. Um, Is Savage Lands by Stacey Marie Brown on our thing?
Yes, and I did read the first one.
Thoughts on that?
Bruh, I don't know what to think about it. It's very interesting. Here, can I explain it to you?
Oh,
Maybe
please.
I can
Yeah.
read the synopsis and then explain it to you.
Okay, should I? Okay, do you want to read the synopsis?
I can do it.
You read the synopsis.
Actually, I'm eating a thing. Maybe you should do it.
Okay. Savage Lands. Um, when did you read this?
Months ago.
Months ago. Okay.
I
Okay.
do have, I physically have 4 of them, and I Audible have 5 of them. There are 6. Because it
Okay.
was on the Audible sale, they were all $3, and I was like, might as well, might as well.
Might as well. Okay, just for preface, there is a 4.12. Why did I say it like that? 4.12. There's a 4.12 rating on Goodreads, which is very good, I think. Okay, ready? Almost 20 years after the barrier between Earth and the other world fell in the Fae Wars, Budapest is balancing on the precipice. I can't read. A battle for dominance is brewing between the elite Fae and the privileged humans in Eastern Europe. The prejudice between the sides is bubbling with hate and violence. 19-year-old human, human and a Fae. 19-year-old human Brexley has grown up in privilege, but not without heartbreak. After being orphaned, she's taken in by General Marcos, living in a walled city rife with power grabs and ruthless political games. And one night, of course, her life changes, and Brexley is thrown into the most feared prison in the East. Oh gosh, Hala House.
I remember how they say it in the audiobook.
I'm like, oh no, it's maybe like Halal House, the House of Death. Okay, the House of Death, where you go in but don't come out. Wah, wah, wah. She must learn to live with the worst of Fae and human criminals. The rule of hierarchy puts humans on the bottom, where the only way to survive each day is to make alliances with the Fae. Here, she meets, this is the last paragraph, everyone. Here she meets the sexy, vicious legend, Warwick Farkas. Don't know if I said that right. A myth among man and fae. He is as brutal, cruel, arrogant, and as lethal as the lore says he is. Lore. Ruling the prison with an unchallenged authority, Brexley can't deny an intense draw to him, one that might cost her life. If the games don't take her out first, a fight to the death where only one survives. Wait, what? Oh, I read that weird. Anyways, that was a long, sorry. Okay.
Great. So, yeah, so the book. Have you been to Budapest?
No, but you've been to Budapest.
I've been to Budapest. So, Budapest.
Mhm.
The city, there's a river. One side is Buda, the other side is Pest. Same thing in this book. One side's Fae, one side's human.
Interesting. Okay.
So, which is why I thought this was interesting enough to read to begin with.
Yeah.
So, it's an urban fantasy. So there are Fae riding motorcycles.
I love that. So there are Fae riding motorcycles. Vroom, vroom.
Um, out of almost all the urban fantasies that I've read, this one was the least off-putting because I don't really like urban fantasies.
Mhm.
It was the least off-putting one I've ever read. And I love the Book of Azrael, which is an urban fantasy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to read the second one. I haven't gotten to it because there's no like, how in a lot of fantasy books, there's a long-term plot line.
Mm-hmm.
This one, it's not strong enough.
Yes. Okay.
I think that's the words I'm looking for. I think it's not strong enough to motivate me to read the next one right away.
Right. Okay.
I will read the next one. I enjoyed it. The writing was great. We'll see where it goes.
Fun time. Okay.
It was
Female.
like guessable, like the story.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's not something that's like out of the ordinary, you know? What
Okay.
were you saying?
Did you like the sorry, can adjust. Sorry. Did you like the female main character and the male main character?
Yeah, they were fine.
Okay. You're all right. You're fine. Okay, so would this be a meh
Ooh,
signing wise?
signing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Depends
Savage
on how,
Lands.
'cause I've only read one. It depends on how good the rest of them are.
Yeah.
Also, the physical copies that I bought, I wish I brought them here. The physical copies
Oh.
I brought are signed. I bought them on a wounded sale, so there's something like little wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
For them to sell it for cheaper. So the one of them, the signed page is upside down. That's the only thing wrong with it. It's so funny. And the
That's
rest of them, they all look great. So
upside down.
yeah, I just got them for cheaper and they're already signed. So we'll
I've
see
never,
the next ones.
yeah, I've never heard of that of a wounded, a wounded
Uh,
saint.
that's what the bookish box calls their weird ones, wounded.
Oh, I love that. There's nothing wrong with them. They're they're fine.
Fine, they
Okay.
just need a little love.
A
That's all.
little bit of love. It's fine. Okay, I love that. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That's on our list. Okay. Okay, let's see. What's another one? Just looking randomly. What does that say? Kingdom of Blood and Salt by Alexis Calder.
Blood and salt. Hmm. There's a lot of them that start with kingdom.
I know a blank of blank, or like a blank of blank and blank.
I don't think it's on here.
Not on there. Okay. We've got a coup. Oh, wait, a coop of tea, or like a coup, like COUP.
A coup.
A coup of tea. So almost like a cup of tea, but a coup.
Interesting. Yeah, not
Coup?
on.
Not on here. That's a clever little thing. Okay. Blade of Ash. Sounds familiar. Blade of Ash?
Not
No.
on.
Okay. Moon Touched.
That's
I've
on.
mhm.
That's on here.
Elizabeth Briggs.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Briggs. So I read, and I don't like shifter series, and it's a tiny bit cheesy. So basically, wolves, wolf shifters, werewolves, right?
Mhm.
Everyone's a werewolf basically. And all the werewolf packs are based on the zodiac signs. So
Whoa.
so it's like Aries pack and Leo pack and Sagittarius pack. So basically, this girl, she is like half wolf, and they're all like really mean to the half wolves, right?
Mhm.
And they all just her are thinking like, oh, her mom is human, her dad is wolf, and she's like the daughter of like the alpha, so she doesn't really get away with anything. She kind of gets beat up a lot, but
Oh no. Okay.
there are things going on because there are also witches involved.
That's pretty cool. Okay. I like.
So basically, they're all getting ready to meet up at big gathering of the zodiac packs, and you get to the big gathering, and once you hit a certain age, your curse gets reversed so that you can be a wolf. I'm explaining this wrong. Your wolf gets unlocked. So like, okay, at when they're babies, they're
Mhm.
like the sun blessing. And the sun blessing is to make sure they don't get sick or whatever the witches
Mhm.
said. But uh, when you find your wolves at the same time, you're also finding your mate the same day. So it's like magical, woo. And so basically, they are at this thing to get their mates, and the mate thing is like very like the witches are involved for the mate thing to make it stronger. So the pull is like, oh, we need to now, like, like literally, right? So
Cool.
basically, during this whole thing, another pack shows up. What? All the zodiac signs are here. Who is this other pack? If you don't know astrology really well, I had to look it up. There's a pack called the I can't pronounce it. Ubiquitous.
Ubiqu-
Something
Ubiquitous?
like in between like Sagittarius and I think Capricorn. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, whoa.
Yeah, there's
I
like
didn't know that.
there are extra signs that I didn't know about.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So there's that pack. They show up. They're like, "Hey, we want to be back in the zodiac packs," and they're like, "No, you guys are losers." So basically, a big thing happens. Um, big fight breaks out. Her parent, her father and her stepmother both get killed. Her entire pack, actually, most of them get killed, including her brother. And she starts running away, and she gets taken in by the ubiquitous pack, whose alpha is. um, that's where we go from there. I don't want to explain too much of it. Was that a good explanation? I feel like it was all over
I
the
think yes, I think so because it sounds very like there's a lot of elements to it.
yeah. And
But it sounds
was fun. It was fun.
okay, that's what it is. It sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun. There's a little steamy, there's a bunch of cheesy, but
But it's like if you go into it expecting that, I feel like it's great.
yeah. And they're relatively short too. The audiobooks were like 8 or 9 hours.
Okay.
That means you could
That's
probably read it for
fun.
like 4 or 5.
Okay. That's fun. I knew nothing about it and I've seen this cover and oh, my hand's gonna be raised. Zoom does that thing where it's like, okay. Um, I've seen it before and I just didn't know what it was about. And I also didn't know there was like another set of signs, just like in general. So that's really cool. I will read it. Is this, would you get it signed?
Yes.
Her name is Elizabeth Briggs,
Yes,
by
Elizabeth
the way.
and she has multiple series that are completed. So I read another one. I didn't read the entire series. I only read the first one. It's called
Okay.
The Demon King.
I'm looking now. Okay.
The Demon King. And
And
have
that was
you seen the TV show Lucifer?
no, but I know of it.
It's basically that. That's how I felt the whole time. I was like, this is just like the show. I
This
don't
is a
know
show.
if it came out before the show or not, but it was really pretty like the show.
It's it could see, okay, it says it came out in 2020. So
Coming out at that time.
could have been heavily influenced
Yeah, heavily influenced by the show.
by the show.
But yeah, I
My
read the first one. I won't read the rest, but I do have another one of her series on our list called the Seraphim Academy. The
oh
Seraphim
yes, okay.
or Seraphim.
I never know. Seraphim.
We're gonna go with Seraphim.
Okay, yeah. Let me
Seraphim Academy is on here. I have not touched it yet, but we may still.
Seraphim. I think yes. I think we're correct.
Yeah. We are correct.
Seraphim.
Eh.
Correct.
Let's
Okay, great.
we'll probably be getting the moon touched one at least signed.
Okay, so that's a yes. Or is
And
that a
if
big
I like
yes?
the series enough to get on the line.
Okay, so it depends. Okay.
At some point during our day, we're gonna have to split up because we won't well, we just won't make it.
Right.
And there are probably some things that you'll like better than I will,
Right. Yeah. We'll be strategic about it. We'll have like a plan, like map things out, figure it out. Side note, are you gonna dress up?
I'm thinking assassin.
Mhm.
We talked about this, right?
I think we did actually. Mhm.
Assassin.
Assassin. Oh my God. Yeah.
I like I want to put like a hood, fake
Dagger.
fake daggers, and I can spin them around.
That's right, because you could spin them. My cat is just going like this on a bag. Corn. Okay. Anyways, okay.
We should do part two.
We should do part two. We should do part two.
Okay, that's it for this one. Stay tuned for part two. And Ari at Ari Miri.
Yes, we do other things besides speak about books. I make music. You can find me under Ariana Miri, Miri. I am on social media platforms and also music platforms, and you can stream my music and it'll be so amazing. And Chelsea, tell us about you.
Oh my God, my name is Chelsea, and you can follow me at all that Chelsea, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. If you need a travel planner, if you want to plan the best trip ever, go to allthatchelseatravels.com. Thank you and good night.
Baby, I'm a people pleaser. Addicted to the bottom feeders. I'm hurting underneath the surface. It's getting dark behind the curtains. They tear you down without a reason. To chew you up and spit you out. Cause they know that I'm a people pleaser. I know you all know what I'm talking about. I gotta be